This is not something I enjoy doing at all. It's not that it can't be done, and a much better operator could probably do a much better job than me, but I just don't like doing it because it's just, for the reach limits of these skid steers, you're just kind of pushing it. We are loading a flatbed truck. I've done it a few times before. I don't like doing it because you can't ever get a good load on there because it's just hard to turn the logs up there to get them to fit right. And this really wasn't in my plan for today, but here we are doing it. I didn't think I was going to be the one loading this today. Concentration here. Actually, let's see if we can... See, that's the bad part. The forks, the boom's as high as it's going to go. I know you're probably not seeing all you want to see, but what makes it tough is I can't get up there. Once the boom's about as high as it can go, I can't really flip the logs to get them to go where I need them to. So it makes things real tough. Now, I was under the impression that I was just going to be shuffling logs for the picker truck today to load the flatbeds. But the flatbed was here when we got here waiting. And I was informed that the picker truck wasn't going to be here till noon. Which, I hope that's not the case because, man, I really don't want to jockey logs all day with this thing. I know these truck drivers aren't happy because they're not getting a big load. They get paid footage, but with what I got, I'm doing about all I can do with my skill set anyway. I amaze myself. Well, these guys aren't making a very far turn. I think they're going about 30-35 miles to unload. Since we're so close up here to Kansas City where they can load these things out on containers. And so it'll be pretty short turnarounds for them. But really, if I can push it, I'm going to get all these logs kind of shuffled down here to where the flat or the picker can load them, and then we're headed back to Stockton. Yeah, I know these grouchy old truck drivers are going to be pissed at me because they're not getting a good heavy load, but oh well. Rough ride. It's probably getting kind of long. We're going to try to do something with it anyway. I'm just taking we got shut off there. I'm just taking two at a time because I don't want the skid steer to tip. So I'm running pretty light when I come over here. he's probably going to be running all the heavier he needs to run with my light load anyway. But I don't know if we're in the commercial zone up here around Kansas City where they can run a little heavier. I'm not sure what all the do's and don'ts are with that. We've about got these first 2 rows of lumber knocked out for him. Then we got several rows of veneer here. We'll take 3 this time since they're little. I'm sure the neighbors are happy. I'm sure the neighbors are happy. Real happy. I just jumped off the skid steer. I'm going to let Mike play and finish up that last row right there. He likes getting on there. It's good for him to get practice too, and this is a good way for him to practice on that skid steer situation like this. That's a long log. That's a 28-foot veneer log there. Some of these long ones, they can be hard to get in here. They can be hard to stack. I started out, I had Mike stacking down here. He did a few of them. I had to take a phone call real quick, and he wasn't quite getting them high enough, which, like I said, he's pretty new, so he's trying to grasp the concept of it all, that to make the most out of a little room, we need to get those logs just as high as we can get them. Of course, all this was full of logs. I started out, I made a little pile right there just to kind of give us some room to work with, because my pintle hitch was sitting right here and I moved it out of the way. So it's nice to have the room, and like I said, it's nice for Mike to get the practice on the machine. He actually does pretty good on it, all things considered. He's never really ran one. Some humdinger logs in there. We still got several trees here to cut. Hopefully we can get this wrapped up next week. We can get this one wrapped up onto the next one. We need to get back, since I got my tire chains, we'll go back to Farley and get it finished up, but we've only got maybe 8,000 or 9,000 feet left here to cut. So we sold 21,000 feet is what we sold here on the first sale. What's here now. So pretty good little job of logs, especially for any more. We'll get back to Farley and get it finished up. Then we've got got several jobs. Lee Summit. I think we've got another one here at Blue Springs. I know we've got one over here at Lexington, Missouri. I think we got some things coming up on the Kansas side. Still got quite a bit to do back home. Looked at a couple jobs yesterday, of course. So things have really picked up and got busy, which that's what we like. That's what we like. Which might come on down here. Like I said, he really does pretty good. I'm glad he gets the practice in, and this is a great way for him to practice, just moving logs from A to B. Yeah, he lost one there. That's all right. He'll get the hang of it. Now this one here, I've got to cut that piece off of it before we put it in the deck there. So I'll get it trimmed up real quick, and we're going to head on back to Stockton after this. Me and Mike are going to go get a bite to eat for lunch. I'm going to swing through Rockville and do my good deed for the week, and we're going to get on home. Get on home for the weekend.